Hi Virgo, welcome to your February reading. And this is a reading for Virgo Sun, Moon, and Rising for the month of February 2021. And keep in mind that this is a general reading, so it might not resonate with all Virgos out there, but you can also check your other placements here in the channel. So Virgo, I already have your cards and we can start. So we start with what is the energy that you are embodying in the month of February? What is the energy that is representing you? Oh, that's beautiful. We have the Empress. Okay, so it's a very stable, emotionally stable. You are sitting very strongly in what your power, what you believe is right, and you won't budge. And that's a very important aspect of the Empress because she is ruled by Venus, but she's very Venus in Taurus. So she has that stubbornness of Taurus, but at the same time, she's also very connected with her integrity. So it's not a stubbornness of I'm just going to do things this way because I think that this is right. It's because I know it's the right thing to do. I believe in myself. I believe in my own power. I believe in what I think is right. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to sit here and I'm not going to budge. I will not compromise what is important to me. And that's a very important aspect here. Not compromising what you know is important to you, what you know is fair. There's a lot of confidence coming in. And this is not a confidence that comes from the ego. It's a confidence that really comes from within, from a knowing. I know who I am. And I'm going to stand up for that. So I love seeing this energy, you embodying this energy in the month of February here. Because I also remember that in your past readings, there was a lot of conflict and a lot of feeling insecure about yourself, about your abilities, about your skills, about who you are. I remember this for you in the past few months. So seeing you that you are embodying this much more confidence and strong version of yourself here in the month of February makes me very happy. So let's take a look at what is your environment. It's the Nine of Water, and another zodiac had the Nine of Water in the environment as well. I think that you are in a space of a lot of abundance. And then that's why you don't need to compromise. You don't need to compromise because where you are right now, the people around you, the people that are dear to you, and your immediate environment, they represent a place where you can dream, you can achieve so much. There's just so much abundance and prosperity around you that you have the space to hold your standards, to not budge, to not compromise on what is important to you. Because you're not coming from a place of scarcity here. It's like, I'm gonna fight for what I know is right because I can. Because the environment supports that. The people around me supports that. My job supports that. Whatever it is that is around you, whatever it is that is being represented by this environment card, it's a place that gives you the space to dream. And when you can believe in yourself and you believe that the universe will provide in a way, then you don't need to compromise on your choices. You can hold your ground and say, no, I want this, I know I deserve this, so I'm gonna have this, and I'm not gonna budge. So the general advice for your month is the paradox. Okay, that's interesting. I think that we'll see with the rest of your cards. I don't know what you got yet. I never look at the cards before I open up with you here, so I also don't know what your cards are. But we'll see if you might feel this month that this state of the Empress, this Empressness in you can be a bit fluctuating. And then that might make you feel like you're living in a paradox. Like I was so confident in a minute and now I'm not feeling like that. We'll see if that is represented here anywhere. But I think I need more information before I talk about this paradox card to understand what exactly it wants to say here. But I wouldn't be surprised if you find out that this month there's a, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if there is a sense of duality this month, of being both. So let's say you might feel very confident, but you might feel very insecure at some moments, and then you might think, no, but I don't want to feel insecure because I'm very confident, and I like that confident energy. But maybe you accepting to yourself that you feel insecure in some aspects is part of your confidence. So accepting that duality is not conflicting. It's just adding more depth, because you see how you have all uh, this the sides of the star here, this point, sorry, these points of the star. I see as if each point is adding a layer of complexity to your personality. So you can be all of them. Being insecure in some aspects or being insecure in some moments doesn't shake up your confidence. They don't mean that, oh, so I'm not as confident as I thought. No, actually acknowledging this duality and this paradox in your personality is part of what makes you strong this month. It's part of what makes you confident. It's because you accept to yourself that it's okay. It's part of human nature. Feel conflicting things. And accepting those parts just makes you more wholesome and more complex, which can increase your confidence here. And what is the challenge of the month? Power of choice. So it's interesting what I said now about the duality. I think that you might struggle with the consequences of different choices you make. And sometimes we might think that the choice itself is so important because we think that the different choices will lead us to different places, and we don't always realize that what we judge as wrong choices sometimes can lead us exactly to the right places. So there might be some struggle here, there might be some challenge in accepting some consequences of your choices, but sometimes making that difficult choice is more important. It brings you more in the long term than the short term consequences that is causing. Also because the Nine of Water here is a card of long term. It's the card that leads to the Ten of Cups. This is the Nine of Cups. The Nine of Water in this tarot is the Nine of Cups. So it's leading to the Ten of Cups. It's leading to the total fulfillment, to the total happiness. You're working towards the future. So maybe the choices that you're having to make right now, they might seem that the consequences of these choices are shaking you up in the short term, but actually having the strength of making those choices is bringing you more abundance and fulfillment in the future. Because making those hard choices are allowing you to step into your power, right? Which is much more important than having a short-term resolution here from making a different choice. So let's take a look at your tarot cards. Yeah, Virgo. There is so much conflict. It's interesting. There's so much conflict, and at the same time, I think you might not realize that it's dealing with this conflict that is allowing you to break some patterns that you have been needing to break. That power of choice card, that challenge card. Because let me sit with your cards for a second. I'm hearing here, old habits die hard, with this death card in the reverse. there are some patterns in us that we have been, first, that we have absorbed, that we have created so long ago that they become so natural to us, and it's very hard to step out of them. And I see here that there is a willingness to step out of them, for sure. You know, I love to see the Four of Pentacles in the reverse, because when the Four of Pentacles is in the upright, he is a man who gained these Four Pentacles, but he's holding on to them with his life. And there is a lot of insecurity in holding on to things so strongly. But when it's in the reverse, there is this sense of release, of trust that if I lose this, bigger things will come. It's fine. It will always be provided, you know? It's not the end of the world. Which is also the meaning of the Hangman here with it. Hangman is a card of release, of allowing things to unfold, of letting go of the need to control. But that is hard for you, Virgo, here. Because you are a very perfectionist sign. And I know that this is very stereotypical of Virgos, but stereotypes sometimes exist for a reason. You like to do whatever you do with excellence. And you can hold on to things for too long sometimes. There might be an unwillingness to change here. Because even though you are a mutable sign, you are also an earth sign. And it's for every earth sign, it's hard to change. It's hard to let go of a sense of security, because security is so important for earth signs. But I see this willingness here to let go. But when we get to your bottom row, not to the middle row, excuse me, there is the conflict. You want to, there is the willingness to, but there is so much fear to open up yourself to the new. That power of choice card is like, I held on to something that was so dear to me. I nurtured it. I put a lot of time and effort, and I'm so afraid of what might happen to it. And it's the same here with the Two of Wands. I know that there's a whole world right out there, but I have built something for myself. Do I want to let go of this that I have and go towards something new? Or do I want to stay with what I have that I know is safe? And I do see you moving on. I do see you letting go, that power of choice, but it doesn't mean that it's an easy choice. And I think that that has to do with that paradox, right? It's like, I know what I want and I'm not going to budge, but I'm scared. It's not easy. It's not easy to keep myself in this Empress mode here. I'm still doing what I need to do, but it's not being easy to do that. I'm having to force myself to do that. It's causing me stress. It's causing me anxiety and fear of the consequences of my choice. But I'm still choosing to do it because I know it's right. And I want to have integrity with myself and with what I believe. So I see that here. There is the willingness here to let go. You are letting go. You are allowing it to unfold. But it's not easy. It's putting you in this guarding mode, in which you're having to watch your steps and you're very afraid of the consequence. You're afraid of what might come and bite you. But you know, Virgo, I don't think that anything's coming and biting you. And even if it is, it's for your own good. It's going to take you somewhere better, because this is all being closed with the devil in the reverse. So these are toxic patterns, either in you or people that you're dealing with, that need to be broken, that need to be ended. And even though you feel scared to do that, you are still doing that, and that's leading you to breaking down these patterns, to meeting a better version of yourself who is more assertive, who is more confident with that Empress. Even if in the short term it's bringing bad consequences. Because here with the King of Wands in the reverse and the Four of Wands in the reverse leading to this devil, sometimes we have a very fragile, like a sandcastle. I'm thinking of a song from Jimi Hendrix, which is, and castles made of sands break into the sea eventually, fall into the sea eventually. And that's what I see here. So this Four of Wands in the reverse, it doesn't worry me. Even though the Four of Wands is a card of stability, coming down in the reverse, it tells me that it is very unstable. There is something coming to an end or something breaking down here. It doesn't worry me, because next to this King of Wands in the reverse, it tells me that whatever you thought was very stable and secure here wasn't to start with. So it's good that it's coming to an end, okay? It's good. It's that power of choice. And with the King of Wands here in the reverse, right under the Queen of Cups in the reverse, I wonder if you are dealing with someone who has a very toxic ego, who wants to have the power and be above everything no matter the costs, or if maybe this is a version of yourself that you're learning to conquer here with this Queen of Cups in the reverse. So this King of Wands, it could be you or could be someone else. I don't feel like it's you though. From the other cards, and especially from that Empress, I don't feel like this King of Wands in the reverse is you. So it could be you dealing with someone who has this need to win at all costs, and maybe standing up to that is scary. But as the song says, castle made of sand fall into the sea eventually. So it's better to shake things up right now and build stronger foundations to it than continue, watching your every step, afraid of that castle coming down. I just realized that I said the song wrong. I think it's melt into the sea. But anyway, it's the same meaning. Yeah. So don't focus on how hard it is. It's that paradox, right? It's okay to feel afraid to make a decision. It's okay to feel afraid to stand up, as long as you're still doing it. So you're having the integrity with yourself. Focus on that integrity of what you know is right. Because in the long term, it will be much better for you because the environment is conducive. It's not as scary as you think it is. That's the thing. With this Nine of Water, it's not as scary as you think it is. Okay, Virgo, so let's close your reading with a few oracle cards for you. Peacock Spirit, let it shine. Yes. And this for me is such an Empress card. You can even see that here she has some plumage on her head. Let that side of you shine. Let your own confidence, that strong part of you shine. Let other people see it. That will be so important to you. Because that will also help build the respect on the people around you. You build the respect for yourself, and you also build from that, you also strengthen the respect that other people have for you. Oops. I don't know how to pronounce this, but it's Aerakura blossoming. You are just getting started, so have patience with yourself in the process and do not give up. So exactly, that blossoming, right? Of shining, of opening up that side of yourself, that more confident part of you. It's just getting started. So it's okay that you feel a bit insecure in doing that. It's okay to feel a bit insecure in being so secure. Because you're learning that you're breaking down those patterns, right? Oops. this one here. And yeah, I'm not feeling drawn to take any other card for you. So this is what I have for you, Virgo, for this month, and I hope you enjoyed. If you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe down below, and I'll see you next time. Take care. Bye bye.